Yo, what's up, y'all? So, I wasn't going to do a video today, but I thought, you know what, I have to after I just read some very sad news on Facebook that it's flooding everywhere. You know, I just found out about it that the iconic John Carl Beuchler, the special effects makeup artist, most notably known for his work in Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. He gave us the iconic Kane Hodder era of Jason Voorhees. You know, he was the one that actually approached Kane about becoming Jason in Part 7 because he worked with him on another film in the early mid 80s or maybe even the late 70s on a movie called Prison. And he was so impressed by Kane's stunt work and his physicality in movies that he had to have him to play Jason in Part 7. So, not to mention he gave us that iconic badass look of Jason in Part 7, The New Blood, which is numerous reasons why I love that damn movie. Mostly due to John Carl Beuchler. You know, the guy was a fucking phenomenal makeup artist. He was a hell of a director. He also directed Part 7. And if you didn't know, at the end of that movie, and this isn't a review, this isn't a New Blood revisited. It's just, that's my favorite movie and project that he was ever involved in, you know, so I have to talk about it. But at the end of Part 7, after the house is blown up and you see the fire department there picking up what's left of the debris, that shows a firefighter picking up the hockey mask that has been split in half. And that was actually John Carl right there, you know. You can tell by his beard, you know. And I always thought that was cool that he had a little cameo in that movie. And but not just that movie in particular. He's also did makeup effects work for Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, Part 4. He's the one that designed the ultimate demise of Freddy at the end of Dream Master. You know, when you see his body stretched out and all the spirits within Freddy are trying to break out, that was him. That was all John Carl Beuchler. He did all the special effects makeup work on Part 4. At least I know he did some of it. Maybe he did do all of it. I don't know. Don't hold me on that, but I'm just saying he was heavily involved in that. And the Ghoulies, that franchise, you know, I'm not sure which all ones he worked on, but I know he was on some of the Ghoulies movies, if not all of them, but I think it was probably the first one he was involved in. And the, you know, the practical effects he did with the creatures in that movie was fucking badass. I loved it, you know. Also Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. John Carl was a part of that, you know, and he mostly did all the gore effects in that, which, you know, Halloween 4 isn't known for all of its gore, but it did have some. And I remember in an interview where he was saying Mustafa Akkad from day one said, you know, this is a Halloween movie. This is not a Friday the 13th movie. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do my best Mustafa Akkad accent. Anyways, that's how he did it. And he's like, you know, but he remembers when it came to the death scene of Earl, the truck driver. Well, he was a redneck bar owner, but he was driving a truck, so he get what the fuck I'm saying. When it came down the road and Myers is to break through the glass and rip open Earl's throat or his face and shit, you know, he remembers hearing Mustafa say, more blood, because he was so infused by the fucking ferocity of Michael Myers, seeing him rip open Earl's face and neck and shit, that he just loved it, you know. So he was like, more blood. And he loved the shit, you know. And also, John Carl Beuchler was also a part of, I believe it was either Halloween 6 or Halloween H2O, because I remember, I think he did sculpt the mask for Halloween 6, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments below, because I don't want to fuck up the man's legacy by saying something I don't want to appear like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just going on based on memory, you know, because I followed the dude's career over the years. And I remember him doing a DVD feature where he was looking at all the different modifications of the Myers mask that they used in Halloween 6 and H2O. And I believe him and Stan Winston or someone came up with the design of the Myers mask in Halloween H2O. You know, they took what they did of the mold in Halloween 6 and then slightly modified it and changed it into what we have in H2O, the hero mask in H2O. Not the god-awful CGI mask or any of that shit. And like I said, John Carl Beuchler was a hell of a man. He was a damn good guy, you know, always a very people-friendly person. I never had the pleasure of meeting him, but from the interviews I've seen him in and the behind-the-scenes featurette that he's been a part of and all these horror movies and projects he's worked on, he always seemed like a very down-to-earth, classy guy, you know, and to find out that cancer took him out, just, man, it sucks. It really does, you know. Cancer has claimed so many damn legends and icons in the film industry over the years, you know, and just, fuck you, cancer. Oh, God. It sucks ass, man. I hate it. You know, I hate to hear that, because you never know who's going to get this shit. You know, you can go your whole life not smoking, living as healthy a life as you can be, you know, and then all of a sudden the shit just hits you like that. So, but I got to mention that he was also a part of the Hatchet franchise, you know. I don't know if he came up with the design for Victor Crowley or not. Maybe he did. I don't know. I know there's other people that worked on the Hatchet film with Adam Green, but I do know that he played the character of Jack Cracker in the first Hatchet, and also Hatchet 2. He was actually killed in Hatchet 2, but in Hatchet 1, it was funny because when Ben and all his friends were on that boat, that rickety ass, I'm going to have to review the Hatchet movies at some point. Maybe that'll be my next franchise that I move on to with the Hatchet film, because I love the hell out of them movies. But anyways, I remember John Carl Beuchler was like a homeless hermit or some shit, and he's rowing in that boat in the lake or that river, you know, and they're going along with Reverend Zombie, Tony Todd's character. Well, no, wait. He was in the second one doing the boat. Yeah. Ignore that shit. It was the little Asian guy. The fuck was his name? Now I done got off on a tangent, but yeah. This is just because I'm so fucking... It sucks, man, that John Carl left. But anyways, all the characters were in that boat. And the little Asian dude, I can't remember his fucking name right now. But he's driving the boat, and all the other people are hearing John Carl Beuchler's character, Jack Cracker, yell out, "Hey! Hey! Victor Crowley!" And they're like, "What's he saying?" They're like, "Oh, just ignore him. He's just some crackpot. That's just Jack Cracker." And one of them girls, one of the hot babes that was in it, was like, "Jack Cracker?" And they're like, "Yeah, he's just some old hermit, just sits around, yells things, and drinks his own piss." And it's funny because, like, he's sitting there yelling at them in the boat. He's like, "Victor Crowley, get out of the swamp! Get the fuck out of here!" And I don't think he actually said the fuck out of here, but it was funny as hell to see him rant and rave. And they're all like, you know, like, "What?" And the boat driver's like, "Wave bye-bye to Jack, wave bye-bye to Jack." And they're like, "Bye, Jack, bye, Mr. Cracker." And they're riding along, you know, in that boat. And he's like, "Y'all gonna die." And then he takes up this fucking jug that he had, and he opens the top, and it's clearly, you can see there's piss inside, and he's like, "Oh, that's good." I'm like, ugh. Which, you know, it was probably apple juice or something. I'm sure he wasn't really drinking piss, even though I have heard that piss is sterile. You know, they do say that, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't really drinking piss. But it was just funny as hell that he got to play a character like that. And then in Hatchet 2, they brought his character back because he apparently had some past history with Mary Beth Dunstan's dad. You know, in the Hatchet movies, Mary Beth's dad is the one that killed Victor Crowley. Not single-handedly, but he had a hand in it. And Jack Cracker knew her dad. And he pretty much just shot her with a shotgun when he found out who she was, because he ordered her off his premises, you know, and because of who she is. He didn't want no kind of affiliation with the Mary Beth Dunstan or any of her family, because he knew that Victor Crowley would kill the shit out of him if he knew it. So he's like, "You get the hell out of my house. You get the fuck out of here before I fill your ass full of lead." And she gets out of the damn house and takes off, you know. And it's not too long after that he finds out that Victor knows she was there, and he's like, "I didn't tell her shit." And it's funny, though, because his character has a little depth to him, you know. He's kind of a creepy, pervy, voyeuristic kind of dude, Jack Cracker, not John Carl Beuchler, just so we're clear. He's got a fucking camera that he took from one of the characters, one of the victims from the first Hatchet movie. And he's going through the camera looking at all the films in it and all the video footage, and it's mostly like softcore porn, barely legal porn, and it was just funny shit, you know, that shows you John Carl Beuchler had so many sides to his personality. You know, he was funny as hell. He nailed the fuck out of Jack Cracker's character. And then when Kane comes in and just, hold on a minute. Sorry about that, I'm back. So yeah, Kane shows up as Victor Crowley, busts in and grabs fucking Jack Cracker's intestines and rips them out into this mile-long fucking looking intestine strain and just literally chokes him to death with his own intestines. You know, and it's gory fucking shit. And that's what I love so much about John Carl Buechler is that all his life he brought the most awesome fucking effects and special effects and practical effects and gore to us movie lovers, us horror fans, us sick, perverse, depraved fucking fans that we are. You know, he loved entertaining us. He loved entertaining people, and he loved making people laugh and everything that, you know, he brought everything that we've ever loved about horror movies to life. So I've always said, out of all the special effects makeup artists in the horror world, some of my faves have always been Tom Savini and John Carl Buechler and Greg Nicotero. But John was always right up there with all of them. So anyways, John, I hope I did my best to pay tribute to you, man. And I hope you rest in peace, bro. So sorry to hear that cancer took you out, man. But hey, you fought to the very end. So God bless you. And you know, prayers are going to your family and everybody. So my deepest condolences to your family. And for anybody watching, let me know what are your favorite movies that John Carl Buechler was ever attached to, and what is your favorite thing about him that you like that he did in the movie industry and the horror industry. So let me know down below in the comments, and we'll talk about it. So anyways, I got to get out of here because I've got to find some time to work on my Rob Zombies 1 and 2 reviews and 31. Rob Zombies 31 won the vote on my Facebook yesterday. You can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I don't have Twitter or Stardust or any of that shit, but I do have Facebook and Instagram, so you can follow me on there. And like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. And until next time, I will see you later.